Aloha! There are multiple types of mapping in TaskStream. This video covers taking your student learning outcomes, your SLOs, and mapping them to the specific activities that you do in your course. To be able to do this, you first have to have entered in your student learning outcomes. So I'm going to assume that you've passed that step and are ready to go right to adding those activities. So I'm going to use Law 111 as the example for this. I'm going to click on the Course Assessment Workspace first. I'm going to take a quick peek just to ensure that I have learning outcomes, and I can see that I have my student learning outcomes here. So I'm going to click on the link for Activity to Course Outcome Matrix. When I click on that link, it's going to tell me there are no curriculum maps. So I need to check out the document, and then I have the option to create new curriculum map. Clicking on that, I'm going to add the new map title. I'm going to call it Law 111 Activity to SLO Table. I'm just going to repeat the same description, and then I'm going to select the alignment set. I'm going to click on View Sets Available within Law 111, and then I'm going to click Select Law 111 Litigation Outcome Set. I'm going to get a message that says the map will open in a new window, and when you've saved it, you just close the window to come back to this page. And that's important because otherwise it's very frustrating. So just remember, you're going to have to close down the window when we're done. And then you see I've got the named active curriculum activity to SLO table, but there's nothing in there yet. So I'm going to go to the far right and click Edit Map. When I do, I get this huge page that lists all of the SLOs across the top here, but nothing else. So I have to go to the Mapping Actions button and choose the third option from the top, Create New Course/Activity. I'm not creating a new course, but I am adding a new activity. So I'm going to click this button, and so I'm going to put in one of the types of assessment activities that I know belongs to Law 111, quizzes. I'm going to type in Quiz 1. I'm going to add a specific title that it's on civil procedure. I'm going to skip the description, and I'm going to skip the link, and I'm going to click Create. Now you'll see on the left-hand side, you see that I have a quiz here. And you also see that checkboxes have appeared in each one of the SLOs. So now when I take a look at Quiz 1, I say Quiz 1 relates to stages of litigation, and I'm going to click here. If I thought that Quiz 1 would cover other topics, I can click on other checkboxes, and if I find that I've made a mistake, a simple click erases them. So now I'm going to add another mapping action. I'm going to choose Create New Activity, and this time I'm going to add pleadings. I'm going to click Create, and you'll see that I have pleadings here, and the pleadings are going to be this checkbox, Draft Pleadings. So you can continue to build each of the different types of activities that you want to through the Create New Activity. You can add any new activity that you use, and then you simply have to ensure that you have at least one checkbox in one of the SLOs, because if you have the activities and they're not connected to an SLO, why are you doing them? So if you make a mistake and you realize that you're not going to be doing something, you can click Delete Course/Activity, and you're going to be getting a scary box that says, are you sure you want to delete this course? Well, it's this course/activity, and by clicking on OK, I don't get rid of the whole course. I just get rid of that one activity. Then when you're done, there's a box on the far right that says Save Now. And now that I've saved it, I'm going to just close it because it opens in a separate window, and that's going to take me back to my active curriculum map. And that's how easy it is to map your activities to your SLOs to ensure that you have at least one thing that you're gathering data and information on to assess each of your SLOs.